Good day, students, teachers, parents, friends, partners. Let's have a real talk for a minute. When you search something online, do you actually check if those are true? Or do you just believe it because it looks legit? Or do you just believe if those information came from someone who's good at gathering information, such as most of perhaps? I see someone anyway, well, with fake news everywhere, let's see how these people were able to gather their information and who they trust. Hi, good afternoon. May I ask for your name and your section?
I am Bianca Pisiguya from ST12A9
Okay, so I have a few questions related to the internet. So, what I ask is, what is your preferred method for finding information?
So my preferred method is searching online, such as my website like Google Chrome.
Yes. Do you prefer to use books, newspapers, or online resources?
I preferred online resources.
How often do you use social media for information?
90% out of 100%.
Yes. Okay. Do you trust the information from traditional media or online sources more?
Actually both, but mas mo trust ko sa book kay sometimes sa online kay na may mga false information.
Thank you for your service.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here with, my name is John Benedict Itongo. I'm Kevin Calago, and I'll be interviewing Pepito. First question, what is your preferred method of finding information?
My preferred method for finding information is using the internet.
That's good. Second question, how often do you use social media for information?
I use it every time. I use it every time when I'm looking for something.
Yeah, that's good also. Third question, do you trust information from traditional media or online sources?
It depends if the source is trustworthy, and if I find some news from other source, I also search it from other source if it's credible.
Yeah. Yes. I guess that's it. Thank you, sir.
Good day. May I ask for your name and your section?
I'm Rael Ilian-Sky Gutierrez from ST12A9.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a few questions related to the internet or the information. So, number one, may I ask, what is your preferred method for finding information?
My preferred method is, of course, online because it is much easier and more convenient in finding information. Instead of going to the library and skimming through a lot of books, it's much easier online.
Okay, so do you prefer to use books, newspapers, or online sources?
Okay, as I already said, I prefer online sources.
How often do you use social media for information?
Okay, as the same as many teenagers, I use social media a lot, so I get most of my information from social media because of the amount of time I spend on it.
Kanang 100% giga mo gamit ang internet every day, 24 hours. Okay. Okay. Do you trust information from traditional media or online sources more?
I think I would prefer trusting traditional media more because I think it is compared to traditional, it is much easier to fake information online instead of traditional.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kevin J. Calago, and I'll be interviewing with Kirby Sinisho. So, is it okay if I ask questions? So, first question for you, sir. What is your preferred method for finding information? Like, asa ka mangitawag mga information? Online ba? Libro ba? Ana?
So, I preferred sa newspaper gid or sa books kay mas makita gini mo ang katinuod ka-legit sa newspaper kaysa online sources.
So second question for you is, do you prefer to use books, newspaper, or online resources?
Actually, mas prefer gid ako mag-use sa books kay daghan kang mag-gain nga knowledge bang mga tinuod kaysa computer.
So yes, how often do you use social media information? Like, kapila ka mag-use og social media?
Actually, mga panagsargid ko mga kaduha lang sa isa ka adlaw kay busy pud kayo sa work niya. So,
Fourth question and last question for you, sir, is that do you trust information from traditional media or online sources more?
actually sa TV kita mutuog yun sa mga information kay sila may nagpagawa sa nako, sila may nagsulti gid sa TV nga tinuod gid lang information like og ari ka sa mga sulti gud na possible nga mga piki gid mga storya mga buhat lang.
Sige sir, maurata sir. So, thank you so much for letting us interview you.
Thank you for agreeing to this short interview. May I know your name and age?
Yes, I am Jesselyn. Yes, I am 35 years of age. I am a working mom and working at a financial company.
Okay, great. Let's start with the questions. What is your preferred method for finding information?
My preferred method by finding information is using via social media management.
Do you prefer using books, newspapers, or online resources, and why?
In my childhood days, especially in my college days, we do using traditional resources like books, newspapers, and etc. But nowadays, I'm using social media like internet.
How often do you use social media to get information?
Very often, because especially I'm a working. I'm always using gadget. I'm always using phone. Yes, that's it. Okay.
Which do you trust more? Traditional media like TV, radio, or newspapers, or online resources, and why?
I do also trust traditional resources like TV, radio, but because of our environment changes, typically today we're in a high-tech environment. The easiest way to gather information, to find the information, is by using social media.
Based on our interviews, we conclude that 80% of the people prefers to use the internet for seeking information. Most of the reasons were it was because of the convenience and accessibility. 80% of the people preferred to use online resources, while the remaining 20% preferred books and newspapers. 80% of the people use social media every time, every day, while the remaining 20% barely uses it because of work. And lastly, 100% of the people prefers to trust traditional media, mainly because of the vulnerability of the internet to fake news.
Okay, love you guys. Don't forget to smile.